I'm different. What up, world? It's your boy Divine D checking in with you once again. The world is watching as usual, and I hope a lot of good energy is flowing in your life today. And if it's not, please take the steps forward to be able to change that. And to change that, what you got to do, sometimes you got to hit what? Control, Alt, and Delete. Yep, Control, Alt, and Delete. Control the things that are in and around your life. It's really, really important that you control your energy, the energy that you putting out and the one that you sucking in. So control your environment, y'all. Sometimes you got to hit Alt. If the things that you're doing today are not working, getting you there fast enough, choose some different alternatives. Do some studying or try some different methods that from the ones that you're currently doing, because they may not be working for you. Or sometimes you got to hit Delete. Yep, delete situations, relationships, or sometimes even people. Yep, it's sometimes hard to do, but sometimes it's necessary. And once you hit Control, Alt, Delete, just like that old computer, y'all, it'll start to refresh. It'll restart and begin to operate the way you need to operate, and you can begin to walk in your purpose like you need to. Yo, today I just want to talk to y'all about why not you. Why not you? And what I mean by that is this. I started my record company when I was about 18, 19 years old, and my business partner was a radio station person from my city in Milwaukee, and he used to take me to these WGCI conferences in Chicago. And when we get to these conferences, we got there. My first year I went, it was late, and all the celebs, or quote unquote important people of the music game was there. So I mean, I saw Timberland, Puffy, I seen the whole Rockefeller crew, Jay from Beanie Siegel, to all these different casts used to go to these little GCI conferences. And I'm there, I'm the youngest person there. I'm not even probably supposed to even be here, because everybody's like, an elder of mine or older than me. And when I'm there, I'm looking at all the important people, or the quote unquote celebrities, and and something just dawned on me when I started looking at them. They had all the rap cars, the rap tour buses. I seen the jewelry, the diamonds, and everything else, just the lifestyle, and just something dawned on me at that point. And this is what dawned on me. They human just like me. It was nothing different about them than when I looked at myself. I mean, they some of them were black like me, some of them had even big ears like me, but it was nothing super different about these people. And then at that point I just said, you know what, if they can do it, so can I. And in my life, God has always shown me that if there's things that I wanted or desire or wanted to experience in my life, He's always given it to me. By 21, 22, I had $1 million recording studio. During that time, I bought a tour bus. I've been all over the country, been all over, sent artists all over the world to travel and do different things. I've seen the money, I've seen the lifestyle, I lived it. And the cars, I've enjoyed them and things of that nature. And God always showed me that if it can happen for somebody else, brother, it can happen for you. All you got to do is align yourself and take the necessary steps and control who and what you're around and what you're putting in your brain, so that you could begin to relate and be in these environments that you desire. And it's never failed me, y'all. It's never failed me. And the reason I even do these videos and this and that, because I know I'm no different than you. And if the things that I'm doing by, achieving the level of success, buying, the foreign vehicles that I own, if I can do this, I know you probably can do even more. And when I grew up, it just wasn't nobody giving me this information that I had to seek. So I made a lot of mistakes. And I had to learn that way. And I put these videos out just so that you can learn maybe from my mistakes, so you don't have to make all the mistakes that I made. Just kind of how we groom our children. We try to steer them in the right direction so they don't have to go down the paths that we went down. Same reason I'm doing this. And I'm telling you, why not you? For whatever it is that you seeking in your life, for whoever it is that you admire, or the industry that you want to get in, or whatever it is that you seeking, why not you? I don't see no reason why it can't be you. You just have to understand that it can be you. You have to understand that if they did it, I can too. And that you need to have that level of belief on every inch of your body, all in your soul, through your hairs, through your every inch of you. Need to spew that out, that you know what, I am somebody, I am great. And be open enough to understand that the things that you may know may be wrong, and that you just need to learn some different ways about going about it. And once you can do that and accept information, accept guidance, and begin to control your environments and be and go towards the path and direction that you desire. Why not you? You can give me all the excuses you want. Yeah, nobody's life is perfect, and understanding that when once these things get together and things are aligned and things are perfect, that's an illusion. And if you waiting for things to be perfect, then you always gonna be waiting. You always gonna be waiting, because it ain't gonna never just be perfect. And you know what? I can do it now because everything in my life is perfect. There's always something gonna come up. So the day to begin is right now. Today. Why not you? It only can happen as fast as you believe it can happen. So if you think it's gonna take you 50 years, then you know what? For you, it might take 50 years, but that same thing might only take me one, because I believe it can happen in one. And you know what? I know God, and I believe in God, and I know that He made me perfect at birth. He gave me all the tools I needed at birth. And long as I'm living, breathing, and have opportunity, it can happen as fast as I want it to happen. A lot of my posts, I put up 1 million in 6 months. I didn't make $1 million in 6 months, but I know I can make $1 million in 6 months because I've experienced it and I've seen it happen for other people. You just got to align yourself to make it happen. You just got to align yourself to make it happen. Now, I made a lot of money, but I haven't never made $1 million in 6 months. But I'm shooting for that. Why not? Why not me? So you always got to understand, why not you? And believe it on every inch of your body that it can be you, and it can happen to you for whatever it is that you want in your life. Yo, some people might not like it. Some people may think you crazy, or some people, y'all might think I'm crazy. But I've seen it happen, and I believe it on every ounce of me. That I know that if I want it and I align myself properly, it's going to happen for me. And I believe that same thing with you. Just got to align yourself properly. Choose some different alternatives, of a different way of thinking. Think about who your energy is around and the things that you do during your day. We all got the same 24. Some people just know how to maximize their 24 and make it as most productive as they can, because they have the tools and the knowledge to be able to do that. Open yourself up to be able to receive that same knowledge, y'all, and I guarantee you your life will be different. I guarantee you your life will be different. You know what? You may not have the degrees, you may not have time to go back to school, but don't mean it can't happen. Don't mean it can't happen. Nothing in this world is written in stone. God in control. And as long as He control, He can make it happen for you. You just have to believe it. Yo, that's all the message I got for y'all today. It's your boy Divine D checking in with y'all once again. Remember, the world is watching. Be a good person. Be good to those in and around you. And guess what? You know what? Why not go out on that limb? Because that's where the fruit is anyway. Stop hugging that tree. Stop hugging on to your safety and go out on the limb, because that's where the fruit is. Remember that. The world is watching. I'll holler at y'all next week. Peace. I know that it's something